It's a brand new year on the Greg Who Lived YouTube channel, and have I got a video coming up for you. So join me in my first video of the new year as I unbox a humongous box of Harry Potter products from fun.com. And just to prove it's a big box, look at this. Well, hello to you and welcome back to the Greg Who Lived YouTube channel. Hello 2022. I hope you had the most wonderful holiday period. For those of you that celebrate, I hope you had fantastic Christmases, had a great new year, and you've got a few goals ready for 2022, because after the last couple of years, we need a bit more magic. And after watching the Harry Potter reunion, I'm feeling very much excited for the year ahead. I feel so nostalgic for the Harry Potter films. I'm feeling incredibly magical. So there will be lots and lots of new content coming on my Instagram page, which, if you don't follow me already, you can do over on Instagram at TheGregWhoLived. And you can also browse my shop, which is soon to have an update in 2022. So that can be found at the Greg Who Lived shop. If you do enjoy this video and you'd love to watch a few more, see what presents I got for Christmas, a few other hauls, then at the end of this video, I'll be posting the links to some previous videos, some previous playlists, and that all-important subscribe button. So, beginning with this, the first new video I'm filming in 2022, and it is a gifted video from the lovely people at fun.com. I mean, look how enormous this box is. Fun.com are incredibly generous when I collab with them. They normally give me free reign. They'll give me a certain amount of money, which in this case was £250, because everything's from the UK website. And I get to pick whatever Harry Potter products I want, what I think is going to be the most interesting, and what I think all of you would really, really love to see. There are some kooky and quirky products in this box, and a few sort of collab products where a company has used the Wizarding World license that I've been very excited to own and look at. But a quick notice before I do, of course, this is a gifted video. So I worked with fun.com to pick these items. I didn't pay any money for them, but the opinions, expressions, reactions are very much all my own. I cannot wait to show you what's inside. So let's crack this open. It is an enormous box, and it's a very heavy box as well. With £250, that is a huge sum of money to spend on the website. What I really like about fun.com is they have a huge range and huge price range of products. They've got, of course, all 4 Hogwarts houses. And because fun.com and halloweencostume.com are kind of co-partners and sort of brother and sister companies, you can buy a lot of their costumes, fancy dress costumes, actually on fun.com. And over the years, I've had a couple. I've had Snape, Harry's Seeker costume, and there's another one in here as well. But I'm going to save that until the end because it's just going to be incredible. And matched up with some Christmas presents that I was lucky enough to get from my family, it is going to be one to remember. £250 spent on their website. What did I get? So, diving right in. The first 2 items I got, which are similar-ish, were these 2 Harry Potter silk ties. Now, these were quite reduced actually on the... These were quite reduced on the website, which is what drew them to me. I think they were quite expensive at about $35.99 originally, but they had been in discount, so I'm not sure if a lot of people had bought them or weren't really interested in them. But for silk ties, they look beautiful. The packaging is really simple, really nice, easy to recycle. So I'm just going to open the back of one and we can have a look. This is what they come in. So soft. So it's just a normal, everyday kind of tie. No reason you can't wear this to smart occasions or to the Ministry of Magic or even to the Muggle job every day. I don't often wear a tie to work. It's quite a kind of free wear what you want place that I work. However, there's nothing wrong with dressing up smart if you wish, and this tie is fantastic. It's two different shades of blue, kind of like a navy and a slightly lighter blue, but it's got a metallic sheen to it, which is really nice. Got all the official logos on it as well, and it has the Hogwarts crest running all over it. Now, before anybody says anything, it does have an eagle on it. Those of you will be very happy who love to see the eagle representing Ravenclaw, but I absolutely love it. As I say, I'm not sure if I would spend $35.99 on it, because at the end of the day, a tie is a tie, but the materials are super soft. It's actually really well tailored, really well made. It's even got the little bit at the back, so you can put the excess behind. I really love it. I think it's very sleek and it's very cool. So that's the first one, which is Hogwarts themed. And so this is the second one, which is a Gryffindor theme. Now, unfortunately, they didn't do all the houses. It was just a Hogwarts and a Gryffindor combo. But I thought, if I ever want to dress up as a smart version of Harry or James Potter, then I very much can do. And so this again, fantastic soft silk. It's got the gold stripes against the red, which does look a lot like the kind of Gryffindor Hogwarts ties, but it also has the little lions that are embroidered all over the fabric, which I think is lovely. They're in kind of like a maroon, which makes it look a little different, but with all the same bits and bobs on the back, and cannot fault them for the quality. I think there's no reason you couldn't complement this with a smart outfit. It's not overly Harry Potter, maybe the Hogwarts one a bit more so, but with this one, I think it looks quite royal actually, and I really love it. This is definitely going to be in some Gryffindor pictures coming very soon, and that is the first two items from this haul. Up next, we have something you all know I love to collect, and it's another golden snitch product. This one's coming a little bit tied up, so I'm just going to undo it quickly. So now that we have the wings, they should just sort of fit in here like a kind of, well, ball socket. And there we go. So no, I haven't won an award or anything like that. This is a golden snitch money box. Now what I like about it is, despite it being quite bold, it's not one of these flashing lights doing all sorts. It's just a cute little money box. Adding it to my ever-growing golden snitch collection. I saw this and I just thought it was really cute and really practical. And for this year, I'm going to be trying to save as much money as I can. So any change is going to be going into here. However, I love the design of it, obviously, but as well as just the golden snitch, every golden snitch product seems to be developed slightly differently, but I love the design of this. I love that the wings are up. They're very easy to just pop in. And I even love that it says, I open at the close when you put the money in. It's really lovely finished in this kind of matte black for the base, gold paint for the rest, and to get your money out, if you ever save some, it just has a little opening at the bottom, and then you kind of have the fun of shaking it all out and seeing exactly how many nuts, sickles and galleons you have saved. This again was discounted and I jumped at the chance because it's a golden snitch. They're my favourite, what can I say? But it's just going to look fantastic on a shelf, and it's a little unconventional, something different, but us Potter fans will know exactly what secrets it holds. Lucky enough to find two more of the Hogwarts house throws. Now, for years, I have been using the Ravenclaw Hogwarts house throw for pictures because my room is Ravenclaw inspired and it is the best house. Of course, I am incredibly biased, but I saw on fun.com they actually had a few of the other houses available, and I thought, well, why represent one house when you can get decorations to represent as many as possible? So I show to you the Hufflepuff Hogwarts house woven tapestry thread. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fit this in this area. Hopefully once I open it I can kind of get it out a little bit more, but this gives you a demonstration of how big the throw actually is. I have a king size bed and it just about fits that, so I'd say it'd be really good for double beds, but there's no reason you can't fold it in half, have it over the back of a sofa. You could just have it where the pillows rest on your bed, completely up to you. But I absolutely love how they manufacture these. Although it's Hufflepuff and it's very gold, brown, quite natural colours, especially with the black as well, it's actually made up of lots of different colour threads, and up close it's got green, blues, yellows, white and black, and it's just so clever how they make them. My Ravenclaw one has lasted me 7-8 years. It's, I think, really good quality for what you pay for them, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to take it out and hopefully we can have a look. Well, it does say on the back here that the size is 48 inches by 60 inches, or that equates to 122 centimeters by 152. So this is what I mean about the different colors and how they kind of build up together to make the final picture. So this is roughly what it's going to look like, trying to fit in as much as I can while also disappearing. But this is it, and if I just fold it a little bit, I can show you the bottom section. And I just think that for the money, they're really worth it. I've also seen a lot of people hang them on their walls as kind of like tapestries. I think they're brilliant, and for the price of them, it's a well-made product. It's lovely for creating a cozy Harry Potter space, and it's nice to finally see some other houses represented. But speaking of other houses, I did manage to bag one other house. Who do you think it was? Slytherin or Gryffindor? Was in fact Slytherin, and I don't really own a lot of Slytherin merch. I mean, I don't really own a lot of Hufflepuff merch either, but I seem to have a few more bits than Slytherin, so very excited to add this to my collection. And the same again, even though Slytherin is the kind of silver and green, the throw is made up of so many different colours, as you can see from the back. But overall, it is a really lovely colour. Contrasts very differently to the Hufflepuff one, which is of course very earthy. This is like emerald green, very, very cool, very sleek. As well as the throws themselves, they also have the little tassels running around the outside, and I do like how they've kind of got all of the colours on the edges, and then at the bottom got the black and white, which I think goes very well with Slytherin. Overall, very impressed with the quality, and I decided on these because I already had the Ravenclaw one, so I kind of knew what I was looking at getting. Despite there being a couple years difference in the manufacturing, these ones are just as good as my original. I can't wait to hopefully track down the Gryffindor one, which unfortunately fun.com had run out of, but only one to go, and then I have all 4 Hogwarts houses. But for now, it is the Hufflepuff one and the Slytherin one. Next item is an accessory to wear. And apart from gold snitches, I also have one other thing which I am pretty obsessed with within the Wizarding world. Does this give you a clue? Because is this Bertie Bott's every flavour bean bag. Yes. So this product is developed by BioWorld, and they create quite a lot of different Harry Potter products that I've seen. I've reviewed quite a few of them, and they always make really good quality products with a lot of attention to detail. So this is, I think, what they would call kind of like a crossbody bag. I think that's right. So you'd wear it kind of like this and put a couple of little items in there. It's not going to hold a lot. Unfortunately, it probably won't even hold a wand. Well, it definitely won't hold a wand, Greg, who are you kidding? But I saw it and I absolutely loved it. With a couple of these bags, I tend to do something different with the handles. I can't wait to kind of customize this just to make it a bit more wearable, but with the size of it, you're not going to fit a lot in it anyway. But I don't know, maybe I could make it like a proper 90s bag around the waist. Maybe I could just make it a bit more of a chunkier handle. Who knows? But that's ideas for another video. However, looking at this, I just love Bertie Bott's every flavour beans. Do I enjoy eating them? No. But I love the colours, I love the concept, and I love the artwork, which Mina Lima created for Bertie Bott's every flavour beans. With this bag, I love how vibrant it is. We've got the gold metalwork pieces. The back is actually stripes, of course, like the box. And on the front, we've got the every flavour beans graphic, which has been printed onto this fake leather look. And then these printed beans with a clear bit of plastic over the top. If I open it up and remove all of the tissue, we can see that it's just a nice, simple black bag on the interior. Comes with all of the Harry Potter logos as usual, and it just does up really nicely. It's a fun size, maybe if you're going somewhere for the day and you just need a couple of bits like your phone, wallet, purse, keys. I think that'll be perfect. Very well designed and very well manufactured product with fantastic stitching. The materials are light but seem quite hard wearing, and I think it's just a really quirky and quite eccentric little bag. I have recently just bought something that is incredibly Bertie Bott's themed, and you can bet that this is also going to be pictured with it. So stay tuned on my Instagram for that. But for now, that is the Bertie Bott's bean bag. And then we move on to a piece of clothing. And this is with a company who I have wanted one of their products for a very long time and was incredibly excited that Fun.com were stocking them. So this product is a cake-worthy product, which is a brand that I have seen a lot of people buying, wearing, and I've only seen good things about them. I've seen a lot of people buy their skirts, their dresses, and a few of their jumpers and sweatshirts, and this is one of those, because from Fun.com I got the Harry Potter cake-worthy Ravenclaw sweater. So here is the jumper, and this is a size medium, which should fit me perfectly. And I really, really, really love how different this jumper is. So over the whole of the design, we've got these kind of diagonal checkered squares and then different Hogwarts mascots in them. But I didn't realise, looking at the pictures, that on the front it has this fantastic Hogwarts embroidery going across the front in black, and it's even got different coloured cuffs which are like a ribbed kind of knit fabric. That's the same at the bottom as well, which meets at this kind of V, just to give it something a little bit different and to make it stand out in a market of very, very saturated Harry Potter clothing products. Material itself is quite soft. It doesn't feel too heavy. I sometimes feel that jumpers can be a little bit too thick. However, it is currently absolutely freezing here, so maybe a thick jumper would be perfect. But I feel like this would be really good even in summer, if you want just like something to wear in a kind of cooler evening, but nothing too huge and woolly. I really think that Cakeworthy have designed outside the box, and I even love that the hanger is a little golden snitch at the top there as well. They've really done a good job at developing a product that's really different, very relevant, and comes in all 4 Hogwarts houses. And I think fun.com have done a really good job at stocking them on the website. Then we have 2 products, which are in the same kind of category of clothing, dressing up, and one of them is that costume I spoke about earlier. But before then, we are going to look at the Oppo suits. Oppo suits? Choose your pick. The Gryffindor suit. That's right, a whole Gryffindor suit. Now, unfortunately, I would have gone for a Ravenclaw suit, but they only actually do this suit currently in Gryffindor, so I thought, yeah, let's have a look. Let's see what you're about. So if I take off the sleeve, it comes in this lovely box, which almost feels a bit like an Apple product box, but don't worry, there's no crazy sized iPads in here. It is just a lovely packaged suit. I don't think I've ever bought a whole suit. This is very exciting. We have the blazer, and there's no reason I couldn't swap out this tie for the silk Gryffindor tie I showed you at the beginning of the video, but this is the one that it comes with. And then it also comes with some trousers. So these are just like standard attire trousers, quite smart, and all of them are made from polyester, which is great for washing. Be careful when you're ironing, and be especially careful when tumble drying, because sometimes they can shrink. But I'm not going to worry too much about the trousers. The trousers are kind of quite basic, but obviously crucial part of the suit. The tie, very self-explanatory. It's very bold, very different to the ties that they wear in the film, but I love the stripe going along it. And I feel like one of those people who's at a holiday park who does the kind of singing and dancing. That's how bright and vibrant it is. But I suppose you wouldn't buy this suit if you wanted to just blend in, because this is the suit. Top, blazer, and as well as thick shoulder pads in the shoulders. It comes with the Gryffindor patch on the front. Running throughout is the Gryffindor lion, and actually the tie would go perfectly because it's the same lion that's on the tie. Funny that this actually has the darker background with the lighter kind of line on the top, and the tie was the inverse. As well, it's got real pockets. It's got pockets on either side. It's got this fantastic purple silk lining, and it's even got bright yellow buttons on the front. And as well, whoa, as well as all those pockets on the outside, it's also got inside pockets. It's got pockets on the other side as well. This jacket is incredibly well made. It looks pretty comfortable. I might lose things within the jacket. There are so many pockets, but I even love as well, they've topped it off with bright yellow buttons. It is certainly outrageous. It is crazy. And when I saw it, I thought, why not? Cannot wait to take some absolutely nuts pictures in this jacket. And also, it's a bit of fun. It's not something super serious. It's really tailored to quite a general size, but I'm hoping to try it on, see how it fits, and you know there's going to be a lot of TikToks with this, because with a suit this crazy, why would you not? And then finally, we move on to that costume, which I have been talking about from the beginning. Can you guess who that character is from this close-up? Because if you guessed Hagrid, then you are absolutely right. So for Christmas, I bought myself the Hagrid umbrella prop from Noble Collection, and my sister was kind enough to gift me the Hagrid lantern from Philosopher's Stone. And so with those items, how could I not do a Hagrid cosplay? I might not be quite tall enough, or quite large enough, but with Photoshop, we can make anything happen. So this is the HalloweenCostume.com Hagrid costume, which is one of their deluxe costumes, which means it comes with a lot more to it than some of the more basic ones. Obviously, a Gryffindor student would be the most basic costume you can get, but with the deluxe ones, they have a lot more details. They tend to be some of the trickier costumes from the series, and like with the Severus Snape one, which I had a couple of years ago, it was fantastic. It was really well made, it had a lot of different components to it, and I did feel incredible wearing it. So this is the Hagrid one, and we know that Hagrid has quite a thick costume, so you do get the coat in this, and as well as that, you also get his undershirt, which again is this kind of simple polyester fabric. We've got the buttons going all along, which kind of match to the fabric, so it's not showing out. Got quite simple cuffs with the same buttons, and this is quite a large size, which is going to be perfect because I'm going to have to stuff a lot of pillows around me to get that kind of Hagrid look. What makes this the more deluxe costume is not the packaging, but the fact that you get Hagrid's fantastic overcoat. Now, I think some people could argue that this might be something you could potentially find similar if you were thrifting. I'm not really sure where you'd get a fabric coat like this for quite a cheap price. I think if I was to make this, it would actually cost me a lot of money because of how much material is involved with the whole jacket. But this is to give you that Hagrid overcoat look. The fabric is like a suede, I think, but I absolutely love it. It really does give you that worn gamekeeper look that we love to see from Hagrid. Some of the simple things to add to this costume will be the belt, which is just going to be a huge belt with a big buckle. The boots, trousers, you could kind of get away with anything. Because the jacket is so long, it's going to cover a lot of your legs anyway. But unfortunately, it doesn't come with all the facial hair, which I'm definitely going to need. Or I'm just going to have to wait about 10 years before I can play Hagrid, because I am not the best at growing a beard. Unfortunately, this is about as good as it gets, so there is a lot to wish for with that. But with the jacket, it comes with the details of the buttons, which run all the way down. We've got pockets, which are enormous, so you can keep all the dog biscuits and knuts and daily profits of all you want inside those. And to give it a layered look, it also has a second inner that you also do up with all the buttons. And with the red shirt underneath, it almost looks like he's wearing the shirt, a waistcoat, and then the jacket over the top. That's in a slightly lighter fabric, which I think complements the overall brown jacket on top. You see, it's kind of sewn in like a faux jacket, and it means you don't get so hot when you're wearing it. And I also take it back, there is no need to have a belt, because a belt is included on the inner layer, so that when you've got the jacket kind of over and maybe undone, you can see it. So it'd be great to wear the shirt, maybe put some padding underneath to give you Hagrid's shape and size, and then put the belt going around that while having the jacket open, and overall to give you a really good silhouette, give you that kind of bulkiness of Hagrid, and just look absolutely incredible. I love all the details that have gone into this, and from making my own costumes, I can tell that a lot of work does go into these. A lot of fancy dress costumes you get are, because they're used for one night, cheaply made. I'd say these are a step way above those. The sewing is impeccable. Even details like the buttons, the buttonholes, the overlocking of all the seam edges. I think it's a really well crafted costume. And Hagrid's never been someone who I thought that I could cosplay. But why? Why does every cosplay I do have to be super serious? Why not have some fun with it? Hagrid was young once. I could do a young Hagrid. After he's been thrown out of Azkaban, he's come back, he's become the gamekeeper. I could be that kind of Hagrid. Has that been done before? I don't know. But with this costume, it definitely can be. And I really love all of the costumes that I've had from Halloween costumes. They've been brilliant, they've been so much fun. You have really enjoyed seeing them on my Instagram, seeing me wearing them, putting the makeup on, looking a little bit ridiculous. Hagrid has always been a very special character, and I think from watching the reunion, Robbie Coltrane broke a lot of our hearts, and he said that Hagrid will be around in 50 years, even if he won't be. So I've now got an even more special place for both Robbie Coltrane and Hagrid. But this costume concludes a brilliant haul from fun.com. How do I even choose a favourite product? I think for the smaller products, I'm going to go for the Bertie Beans bag. I think it's awesome, original, love the details. And Bertie Bott's beans, I have a very big soft spot for. But in terms of large items, I think I'm going to have to go for this Hagrid costume. Even though I've seen pictures of it, I don't think I realised it was going to be this good. I think the amount of workmanship that's gone into it is brilliant. And those cosplay pictures are going to be coming very soon. But what was your favourite item? Was it either of these? Was it the Gryffindor suit, the ties, the Golden Snitch money box, maybe the house throws? Or was it the Ravenclaw house sweater? As usual, I would love to hear from you, so please do drop me a comment in that section below. I love reading all the comments that you send me. If you've got any ideas for future videos, please do type them down and I will love to create them. I'm looking to create a lot of new, interesting and kind of different videos this year, more than just hauls or looking at individual products, creating a real range of different things, and I'd love to know what you would like to see. Also, while you're there, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and more importantly, if there are more videos you'd like to watch, then you can do either in this playlist here. You could watch this video just here, and also don't forget to subscribe just there. That's it from me, but until next time, stay safe and stay magical. Bye.